What's going on, everybody? It's Jack and Lockie from the Hardwood Rundown podcast. We are back with the return, episode 19. Thumbs up for that. And today we're doing our Western Conference playoff seedings and how we see that going on. Might be a short one, just like last time, but we're keen to get into it. Yeah, let's go. You can start. You got it.
All right. Hope everyone's going well. Freedom Day in 9 days, I think.
Oh!
Lockie and I have some things planned for face-to-face, which will be definitely exciting, probably be a bit more engaging and a bit more like personal as well. So that's going to be really good to get on. The thing that I've noticed when I was kind of doing my Western Conference seeding, the West, in my opinion, has like a top six, and then the rest are nobodies. I think the rest of it's kind of hard to choose. Like I wanted to put Sacramento in my top 10, but I just don't think they'll scrape that. I'm assuming you've got Sacramento in your top 10.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. Like for me, the top six is pretty like everyone would be able to guess what it is. Where compared to the East, it was very hard to pick. There's obviously the top teams in the East, but there's more depth, I think. But let's do our play-in. We did the play-in last episode, and then went 6, 5, 4, and 3, 2, 1. So
Yeah.
my 10th seed is the Pelicans. I would have them higher, but I think they've lost a bit of depth. But the one thing is that they've got Jonas Valanciunas now, who I think is going to help Zion get more paint presence and hopefully stretch the floor as well. I just think they're unpredictable. Zion's a bit unhappy with the organization at the moment, so that might affect the overall team chemistry.
Yeah.
You've obviously added Devontae Graham, who's a great scorer. And I think Nickeil Alexander-Walker is going to come in and have a big year, like we said in our season previews. I think he was both our rising stars, maybe. I can't remember.
He's solid as.
He'll have a great year. And I think they could beat I think they could win the first game of the play-in and get to the second one.
Yeah.
And I think the new coach with Willie Green could help that too, because Stan Van Gundy's offense was very defensive-minded. And although New Orleans were very good on paper defensively, they weren't good in terms of playing the game. So I think that's why I've got them at 10. Number 9 is my I said that they could scrape the playoffs, is Minnesota. And especially if they make if they are somehow going to make a Ben Simmons trade, I think they could boost themselves up. Cat's going to come back, have a great year. Hopefully he'll be there the entire year. Anthony Edwards, fucking crazy sophomore year he'll have, I think. And then obviously if D'Angelo Russell and Malik Beasley there, I think they're definitely both 20-point scorers. Defensively, I think they're not good defensively, but they're going to be a very offensive-minded team coming into the season. And I think having players like, obviously, Jared Vanderbilt, who's a defensive-minded player, and I don't know if it's Jaden or I think it's Jaden McDaniels.
Jaden.
Yeah, Jalen's in Charlotte. But, Jaden McDaniels, obviously, a very offensive-minded 4, but could probably has the length to be a good defensive asset. 8, I've gone Memphis. I definitely think they can make the playoffs again. Jar's going to have a crazy year. They added Steven Adams, which was questionable. But I think he's still a good center in the NBA. Won't be able to open up the paint as much for Jar, but I think having just more veteran presence there, a big body to set screens. But honestly, if I was Memphis, I would rather have Jonas Valanciunas. Each to their own. I think Memphis will definitely be in contention for the playoffs. 7, I've gone Portland. I think that's like the normal spot that I think most people would think they would land. I think they can go higher, definitely, if they get their shit together. They'll make it out of the play-in, I think. Yeah. 100%. Like, Dame's not going to go out in a play-in tournament if he's still there at the end of the season, which I think there will be. So, I think Portland's in a good spot at 7. I think it's the average spot people would pick. I don't think they're going to go higher or lower. The one team that I think will maybe fall into the plane would be Golden State. But I think once Clay's back, the whole landscape of that team will change a lot. So that's my 7. That's my 10, 9, 8, 7. Pelicans, Minnesota, Memphis, and Portland in that order.
Right. I'm like similar. I just kind of switch them. Like mine, it's 10, 9, 8, 7, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for mine, I got the Wolves at 10. I got the Pelicans at 11 because I just,
okay. Yeah.
I think Wolves are a better team and they've come together in this off season better than I guess the Pelicans have. There's less drama around it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, obviously you got your kind of big 4 with the Wolves, and whether they make that trade for a Ben Simmons, like that could definitely push him up a seed 100%. So I think they're sitting at the 10th spot, and I think they should be very happy if they get here, if they get the 10th seed. Like it's not, they shouldn't be, they should be patient with it. I reckon. They're still not a win now team. So if you can just kind of get your core together and that big 4, if the big 4 is the group they're going to go with, like take your time with it. Yeah. They're all in their primes. And so kind of, I mean, obviously don't take your time and waste it. But I guess use these years to kind of develop and get a sense of what winning really is like in the West. I got Grizzlies at 9, like an extremely competitive team. Yeah. We saw him last year in the play-in.
And the playoffs.
Actually, yeah. It's so I really want to see Ja Morant take that next step. He's got so much heart as a player, and he definitely fits into the grit and grind Memphis culture. I can't put Grizzlies above Blazers yet. And so Blazers are my 8th seed. I see them dipping a bit, but not out of the playoffs at all. And Dame's not going to lose in the play-in tournament.
Yeah.
And it kind of sucks for the Blazers who have been competitive, they've been in the playoffs and, but realistically no one's picked them to win any year. No. So they haven't really built through the draft much during this period. It's mainly been through trades and free agency. And even so, it's been hard to build a solid team around Dame when they've been signing like Myers Leonard had a huge contract. They've been, and it's Canada had a huge contract. When they're signing guys to huge contracts, it's really hard to kind of develop.
I think it's hard because Portland are in such an awkward spot where you're making the playoffs, but your draft won't be good because you're in that 20th pick spot.
Yeah.
It's not like you're in the lottery, and it's not like Portland. Look, I'm an Aussie, so I don't really know much about Portland, but as from what I've heard, it's not the most desirable destination for a free agent.
Yeah.
So it's kind of an awkward spot. You're not going to get big time free agents, and you're not going to get good players through the draft. So the only way you can really build your team is through trades or signing like role players from in free agency who want to kind of help a team win.
Yeah. Yeah. And they want to kind of jump on as the team's taking that next step.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I got 7, I got Mavericks. Yeah, I'm not so sold on them. I think they'll have a great year, but I think the teams ahead of them are definitely ahead of them. And I see them having a better regular season year, and I see them having a more impressive playoff run.
Now I'm really wondering who you've got in your top 6.
Yeah. So yeah, mine's a
wow.
bit,
What?
Mine's a
Did
bit
I miss
different.
someone? I feel like I missed a team now.
You might have. I don't know. But yeah, Mavs, I got in the 7th seed. They're still they've still got one of the best players, young players in the league, and Luka, one of the best players in the league, period. But I don't know. I still don't think they have that team around him that can get you a top 4 seed. They've been hovering.
Yeah, I fucked my list up.
They've been hovering around I guess 5 to 8 past couple of years. And Porzingis, I don't really see him working that well with Luka. It's pretty obvious so far and based off the playoffs. But yeah, I put him at the 7th seed, and I guess I'll explain myself when we get to the 6-5-4, which you can get onto next when you're ready.
Okay, so so my list is stuffed up. Now my list is probably the exact same as Lockie's, except I've got I've now got the Warriors. That's the 7th seed.
Okay, yeah.
Because I made the list originally, and then I forgot a team, and then I forgot to put the other team in.
Yeah.
So here's my 6-5-4. I got Warriors at 7. I think Clay's not back till January, so I think I don't think they'll be losing many games, but I think by the end of the season, it might take a little bit to get the team rolling once Clay's back. Not that Clay's like a big chain, no. I'm trying to think of the word. It's not like Clay's going to affect your team in terms of adjustments, because like he's just going to come in and do his thing.
Yeah.
But I think the top 6 is too hard to compete with. Dallas and Golden State are definitely like you can change them around.
Yeah.
I think Luka's going to be MVP, and I don't think he's going to settle for a play-in tournament. Dallas, I've got at 6. Like I said before, interchangeable with the Warriors, and also interchangeable with Denver, who are my 5th seed. I think you can switch them around a lot. Denver's obviously going to have Jamal back. They've signed Aaron Gordon to a big deal. Not a big deal, but an extension. MPJ is going to have a monster year. He's probably one of my smokies for most improved. And I think, Dallas, they could regress because they've added Reggie Bullock as well, who's a good... Fucking hell, what was that? It freaked me out, eh? Obviously, good sharpshooter, can stretch the floor. They signed Frank Ntilikina. Look, they've added some good pieces to kind of take the pressure off Luka a little bit.
Yeah.
Phoenix, my 4th seed. I don't think they'll regress that much.
Wow.
I think they'll regress a little bit.
4.
Huh?
Went from 2 to 4.
Yeah, but I just think the top 3 is too tight. I just think the top 3 is going to be too good.
Yeah.
Obviously, dependent on injuries. Like Phoenix could honestly make a 1 seed push. But I think 4's a solid spot because Chris Paul's getting older. I feel like they lost someone in the offseason. Dario Saric won't be back for a long time, so I think that's going to affect it a little bit. Phoenix is my 4 seed. So 6-5-4, Dallas, Denver, and Phoenix.
Bang. Interesting. Okay. I got Warriors at 6. It kind of sucks because Wiggins might not be playing because of the whole vax shit. I say 6 if they have like, I guess a characteristic year. Like Clay comes back, he's kind of doing his thing. Obviously doesn't have to come back straight away and be, but literally he can light it up and just have like 2 dribbles. You know what I mean? Just sits in the corner or type of thing. Like he's that good. He's going to take the pressure off Curry. We already said in our season previews that Warriors have had a good free agency and signing guys that take the pressure off Curry, which I'm really excited for. I'm wondering where Otto Porter fits into this because they signed Iggy as well, who knows the system, a more defensive-minded guy, and then you got a sharpshooter in Otto Porter. But yeah, a really, really solid team around an MVP player, Steph Curry. They're well, I will get into something. I'll get into my other prediction later. But I think Warriors are going to have like a really big season.
I already know who you got in your conference finals now that you said that.
Fuck yeah. At my 5, I got the Nuggets, same as you. Still like a really solid team. They've got the MVP from last year. Yeah, I don't know what else I don't know. I'm not sure how Aaron Gordon works with Jokic. I'm not so sure how Michael Porter Jr. works with Jokic as Michael Porter Jr. is improving more. Because he'll probably need the ball in his hands more as an elite scorer. Wondering how that will work. But I mean, we know Jokic is an unselfish player, so when it comes down to it, he's happy to give it up if someone's gonna, put in work. At the 5, I got the Nuggets, and then the 4, I got the Clippers. But now that you kind of said it, I'm like thinking they might be. Yeah, Suns are the weaker out of my top 3.
Yeah, I think they can change it. Like they can definitely be swapped around.
But again, it's so unpredictable. But yeah, I got Clippers at 4. Still a really solid team. Good free agency. And Kawhi being back when he's healthy, he's like probably the most dominant. Like he's up there as like the most dominant player in the league. Just based off his 2019 run, which was ridiculous. I feel like when he's in that position, he can just be dominant. So, yeah, that's my 6-5-4 Warriors, Nuggets, and Clippers.
Oh, baby.
There you go.
Yeah, I think like our top 6 has been pretty much the same almost. So I think there's not much like no arguments to be had here. Lachlan.
What's up, huh?
3 seed, I got the Clippers. Obviously, Kawhi probably back, but probably not back straight away, I don't think. And you obviously added Eric Bledsoe in the offseason, who's like a massive game changer. He's going to make you guys a finals threat. Not kidding. Yeah, I mean, he's good. He'll fit well. He'll fit nice.
Yeah, he'll be good.
I think the Clippers have a lot to prove. A lot of pressure, I think, this season. Because the past 2 seasons, it's been like championship or bust kind of thing. That's what a lot of people have been saying.
Yeah, right.
And I think there's a lot of pressure. 2, I got the Lakers. I think it'll take a while for them to get going. Hopefully, if they have a good preseason and training camp, their chemistry will build. I think any team that LeBron's on, there's always good chemistry, and they always have good veterans that know how to kind of know how to win. And obviously, this team is a very veteran stacked team, a lot of experience. But I think, obviously, I don't think anyone is going to be the number 1 team in the West besides the Jazz, who have just absolutely made their team so much better. And I think they will definitely make the conference finals. And they will hopefully, I hope they win 60 games. They could win 60 games by like easily. Our top 2, I'm pretty sure, are the exact same.
No.
Oh.
Nah.
Okay. Okay.
But you got Jazz first, yeah.
Yeah, Jazz first.
Yeah, my 3-2-1, Lakers at the 3rd. I still got Suns at the 2nd seed, and then Jazz at the 1st. Lakers are going to come in like a big season. I think, they will take a bit to kind of get used to it. I don't want them to feel like they need to trade mid-season. I feel like this team could just work. Yeah. Often a team with LeBron, they always trade mid-season, and there's always a lot of shit going on. But I feel like this team could actually work just to get, to get wins. They're going to be super exciting. Keen to watch them play. They were 7th seed last year, I believe.
Yeah.
I honestly, with the team they've created here, they're set for a big jump. Suns at my 2 seed. I look at it, it's so, they probably are the weakest on paper out of these top 3 teams.
Yeah.
But I guess the chemistry that they have, running that 8-man rotation that they did basically in the playoffs, you saw how good they play together, also how well they play together. That's like really hard to find. And you still keep your team, and you still you add good pieces. Add Landry Shamet, like he'll fit into that rotation perfectly. JaVale McGee is there now as well. There. I still see them as a 2nd seed. Based on their chemistry, we saw them in the playoffs and just in the finals. Like they play so well together. And with CP3 there, I guess sky's the limit. And then D Book, who's getting better every single year. Young Kobe, as he always gets called that. But yeah, I still see them as a second seed. And then first is Jazz, the number one team last year, and then they somehow have a great like free agency is ridiculous. 2 6-man of the year front runners, which is like crazy. In Jordan Clarkson and Joe Ingles. So they have a bench and they build on that bench with Rudy Gay, Whiteside, Eric Pascal, and your starting lineup doesn't change. Like it's ridiculous. Like they lost Derek Favors basically. That was like and Georges Niang, I think.
Yeah,
maybe. I think he might have
Philadelphia.
Yeah. Philadelphia. Yeah, the Sixers, bang. Yeah. So yeah, the fact that I could go on on about the Jazz and how they've performed in this off season. And I do think this is the year that they can take that like NBA Finals jump. This can definitely be the year. This they have a lot of pressure on them this year, more pressure than I think most teams.
Yeah,
in that top 4, I guess, top 3.
Yeah, I do somewhat agree with that. I'm gonna get onto my conference finals.
Bang.
Well, considering that the Lakers and the Clippers are the second and third, I don't think if they are both the second and third seed, I don't think they can meet in the finals. It's the semifinals.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah.
So I got Lakers and the Jazz in the conference finals.
That makes sense.
And look, we could see a Lakers versus Heat. We could see a Lakers versus Heat again because I don't think now that I think about it, I think the Nets. Oh, I don't know.
Fuck.
If Kyrie is not playing in, if Kyrie's not playing in the Barclays Center in the playoffs because he's not vaccinated, the Nets will not make the conference finals. I will take the Bucks or like
a
smoky team. You never know.
This changes a lot.
It just changes everything. It honestly changes everything.
Oh shit.
Doofus. But
yeah,
there's a lot of players that are like can't play in their hometown. Like obviously Andrew Wiggins, Brad Beals, I'm pretty sure, an anti-vaxxer, but he's like allowed to play in Washington. I'm pretty sure because you don't have to be vaccinated or something.
Right. Interesting.
But yeah, I think the Nets are a very questionable team now. And obviously you got the whole Harden wanting to become a free agent next summer.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, he wants to be a free agent next summer, holding out on the extension.
Oh no!
I think he will re-sign there. I don't think he'll go anywhere else. Like,
why would you go anywhere else?
Yeah,
You've been wanting to win for ages. You've been stuck with the Rockets, or not stuck, but like competing with the Rockets. Why would you leave? I don't know.
But
you already got the bag.
With that being said, I think it'll be Lakers versus Utah. I want to hear yours. I think yours is probably good. So.
In my semis, I haven't really accounted for the whole whether like like with whether they actually will face each other. But I just gone based off the 4 teams I think will perform best in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I got Lakers, Suns, Jazz, and I got Warriors as well. Warriors are my crazy team. And in conference finals, I've got the Warriors and the Lakers. I think they will have one of those big upset, like they'll upset a team in the playoffs, or probably multiple. They'll have to. They'll have a sick playoff run, and playing the Lakers in the conference finals. The NBA would love to see it, so I reckon refs will be trying to get it, make it happen. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just chatting, but I think that'd be amazing for the NBA, like just for people to watch, just the 2 like best players in the past 10 years, basically, going at it. Arguable, yes, but I think Warriors and Lakers in the conference finals. I think Lakers are. I think Lakers will win. They got LeBron, and the Warriors don't have KD, so there's that. Warriors and Lakers in the Western Conference Finals for me. I think that kind of wraps it up. You got anything else?
Man, I got nothing. Maybe guys, let us know if you have any ideas for some videos. We've kind of got a few lined up, but obviously just want to kind of increase the content that we're producing. Because at the moment we're a little bit slow.
Yeah.
It's kind of my fault because I'm busy a lot, but
It's all good.
also hard to find some video ideas. But we do have some lined up. Very excited. Season's 2.5 weeks away.
Yeah, we're close.
I need to buy my league pass. My payment's failing, so that's not good.
I'll hit you up for that.
Bang. Yeah, I got nothing else to say.
Yeah, I'm keen. Wild West going to be crazy this year.
Wild, Wild West, baby.
Bang.
Well, I'm perfect timing. My dog's barking. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on Spotify, Apple Music, all that good shit.
All that good
Let's go, baby. Season starts soon.